talk about that problem that I was seeing with the AnyCubic i3 Mega, where I thought that the beeping was related to a printing problem that I was having, where prints would just abruptly stop. The print head would not park itself, and the heaters would stay on and would just sit there and melt plastic. And I thought it might be related to maybe a wire being really loose, and one of the connectors being loose, because I read about how that can be an issue in these printers. So I opened it up and removed, or I disconnected and reconnected several connectors down below on the control panel. So anyways, I was trying to print something else the other day on the AnyCubic i3, a new model that I had made, and again, it was the same thing where it would start, it ran for, I don't know, 5 minutes, stopped, print head just stopped abruptly, heaters were on, it was melting the model. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I pulled that card out, the SD card out, put it in my computer, and I looked at the G-code file that I was trying to print, and somewhere around between line 1000 and 1100, there was nothing but nulls. That line was all nulls for some reason. The null character, which evidently makes the printer do what it was doing, just kind of die. I'm like, well, what the hell's going on? At first I thought that the G-code coming out of Cura 3.2 was doing it, but that the code was corrupted right out of Cura, which didn't make sense because all my other printers were still working. Because I was able to take that new model and print it on the Ender without a problem. So what the hell's going on? So I regenerated the code from Cura. I changed a couple things. Looked at that file, and it was complete. There was no nulls. It was several thousand lines. It looked totally fine. Put the card into the AnyCubic i3, start the print starts, and again it stops abruptly. What the hell is going on? I pull the SD card out, put it back in the computer, look at that file. Now that file that was fine, again has null characters inserted into it right around line 1000 or 1100. So, to make a long story short, the problem was the SD card itself. I was using the original SD card that came with the AnyCubic i3 Mega, but I don't know, it just seemed weird to me because the card was readable. It wasn't like it was corrupted. I was able to read the file just fine when it was on my computer, but for some reason, once it went into the printer, instead of printing, it got corrupted. And I've been using that card ever since I got the printer without issue. So it's very strange. But basically what I wound up doing was I had a spare SD card. I put I again downloaded the code from Cura onto a new SD card, and lo and behold, it printed fine. So when I looked online and told people about some of my issues, they said, hey, it's a low-grade card. I'm not surprised you're having problems. And I'm not surprised it's a low-grade card. I just thought the behavior was odd, that it worked fine all this time. I was able to write to it just fine. The code looked fine when I copied it to it on the computer, and somehow the printing process corrupted the file. So I don't know, it's a head scratcher to me. I don't really understand the flow of how that all would happen, but that was the resolution. It's right in the middle of doing, or actually it's finishing up about a 10-hour print of one of these new files that I previously was not able to print. Oh, and one other weird thing about this that I discovered is I was able to still print old models that were on that card that I printed successfully before. I was able to load them back up, and they would not die. It would not corrupt the G-code in those. Only new ones that I copied over there with the computer recently. So I don't know. Riddle me that. I'm not sure what the deal is, but anyways, that's my resolution. If you're AnyCubic i3 Mega just all of a sudden starts dying in the middle of prints, not turning off the heaters, try another SD card, because that fixed it for me. That's all I got for now. Just a little quick hitter. Until next time, Duffman out. Like and subscribe.